One down. Now it's the right fielder. Line drive, base hit. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field, and that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass.
Stephen Cole gets the call from the pen out for the 30th time this year. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. That's a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And here it comes. Rip, but it curls foul. That misses, and the count 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pedro Avila, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Cosgrove, the lefty, warming up as well. The pitch. Ground ball right side. Base hit, one run in already. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
A couple of singles back to back. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And now it's Elias Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, but maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
On the ground, could be two. There's one, and that's two. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres 1. Bottom of the eighth, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Jurickson Profar. Springs back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounced up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Cronenworth in the box now, takes strike one. With the tying run on at first, you're in game one of this three-game set.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The flip to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Rosario in the box now, takes strike one. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for San Diego, and they trail it here 2-1. Now into the ball game on defense, Jose Azocar. He'll be out in left field. So digging in, Adael Amador. That misses, and it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen, Wandy Peralta, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Cosgrove getting loose as well. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Next to hit for the Rockies is Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
Count 1-0.
That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Michael Tolia. And that one is lifted in the air. Should have this one. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 3-1. Now here's Nolan Jones, known for his late inning heroics. That one hammered left field. That's back there. And it's out of here. An absolute smash to left. His 22nd homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Jeremiah Estrada gets the ball now.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's to third. Machado to second. That's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's down. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. The lefty fires. Line drive, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there,
Tolia to second. There's one, and it's a double play to end the ball game. Back here at Coors Field, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. And now Bader up to the plate. With a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Next offering is in for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the 3rd and final game of the series. High fly ball, shallow right field. He's got it. There's 2 away. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. To the right side. They get the force. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Mets lead 1. Back here in Denver, and here is Nolan Jones. 1 for 3. The right-hander back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
All over that one right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And a foul ball.
All these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's 1 away. Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. Bounce to the right. Wow, nice play. From his knees, the throw. And they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Amador stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
2 outs and a runner at 3rd. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get.
Drew Smith comes on now.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
In the air, center field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Tyler Kinley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. And now here's Jeff McNeil. One out, base is empty. Next offering is foul back. Up the middle. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, here we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Martinez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's a little bit high. Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 outs, base is empty. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Tolia hauls it in to end the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Smith back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, that's that start right there. He threw it extremely well. I'm talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The other way. And there's one away.
Number 7, second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brendan Rodgers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. This one popped up, middle of the infield. McNeil puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
And the 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Frankie Lindor. There's a breaking ball that drops in there. Lawrence. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up saves. Goes down looking.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning. I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within 1 at bat.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game. Back here in the desert, we're in the 8th with 1 batter out. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton here in the booth. Here's Bud Black towards the mound. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Jalen Beeks.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Base hit. One well is in. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. So first and second with 2 outs. Jace Peterson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Tolio. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 27. On for his 20th appearance of the year. And a pitch.
Number 27.
McMahon in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Action in the pen down there. Kevin Ginkel up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Mansupply also throwing. Makes the catch. 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Ryan out on the play. Next for Colorado, out of El Amador. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
Checks over to first. Back safely. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fly ball center field on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that. So coming into the game now on defense, Elias Diaz. He takes over behind the plate. Here's Ketel Marte. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Justin Lawrence.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
1 up, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. And Jack Peterson stands in. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Squeezes it. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Christian Walker will hit next. Swings through that one. 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the goal.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Two outs, runner at first. So next will be the Ryan McMahon. That one ripped. Gone. He sends it out of here. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Darvish back to work. This one in the air, center field. Settles under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Throw over to Cronenworth. One away, bottom of the 6th.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And the right-hander deals. Left field. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. So 2 down. Ryan McMahon getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there, 0-1. And misses inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Jones rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. Cut off, throw to third. The tag out. But 1 run does score in the Back in the Bronx. Welcome in John Shambi and Chris Singleton. We've got 1 out here in inning number 7. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. 1 for 2. Double play ball to second. Torres. Off balance feed. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Nolan Jones. 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Left for Colorado, but they still lead it 1-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Juan Soto now. That's in there. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Quantrill back to work. Got him. One away. Big timeout leading off the home seven. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2. And that just misses.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Victor Gonzalez.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here comes a pitch. McMahon now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Here's Colorado's DH, Adael Amador. Gets under it and pops it up. Torres on his way over. Makes a nice running catch. Back here in New York, on to the bottom of the eighth. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Strike two.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Nope,
misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Line to kick the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Quantrill back to work. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Pitch misses there, 2-2. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. Now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And the pitch. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Fought off foul. Kicks and deals. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the second game of the series. This one lifted in the air, left field. Renfroe makes the grab, and that's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Kahnle.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
The pitch. Tovar leading things off and takes a strike. And right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Here's Michael Tolio. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder. That one the other way. Fires to first on the run. And that is that. So bottom of the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. That clips the corner.
I believe this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And fouled off.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Sends it to Tolio, and they're down to their last out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Judge in the box lays off for ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The Yanks down to their final strike. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Save! Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the Yankees pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. A new arm into the game, the righty, Justin Lawrence.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Ground ball to go. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for him out.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over. Back here in Denver, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. Welcome in. We're in the 6th inning already, 2 out. Little chopper rolls foul. Out to short, Tovar. They get the force. That ends the inning. And And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. And a pitch. In the air, right field. Santander drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Rogers stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. On the ground to the left, Henderson slings it across, and he's out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Down the number 2 hitter. Time has for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Rockies. Hunter Renfroe looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Wastes no time there. It's so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good hands allowed him to get the ball to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
That one missed.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And this place is rocking. His 29th of the season. It's 7-7.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Here comes the skipper, and they hand the ball over to a new arm, Jonathan Heasley.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Diaz, the next to bat, checked his swing. That's ball 1. Grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big flop. So remaining in the game defensively, Hunter Renfroe. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Jake Bird on the pitch here. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivery. Santander in the box now. No balls and a strike.
You know, these Orioles really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time. And you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
First and second, no outs. And now the first baseman, Ryan O. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. One runs in. Urias headed for the plate. The relay. He is safe. 9-7 now.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right.
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Mateo in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Jones brings it in for the 3rd out. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run. And welcome back to the ball. Colorado's DH, Adael Amador. In the air, left field. Mateo on his horse. Grabs it on the run. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ezequiel Tovar. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, we're at the top of the 8th, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Daniel Bard gets the call to the mound.
Well, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
The 0-2. And the slider just misses. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Henderson stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Anthony Santander at the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. Foul ball still 0-2. Pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 to count. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 left. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yennier Cano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Oh, that drilled it. On the run, sends it over to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. And that one fouled off.
Now Well, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And that's outside. And a count 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there are 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now here's Nolan Jones. His home and away splits there. Foul ball there. With the tying run at the plate, here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-1. Ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Colorado. Back here in Denver, now the third baseman, Ramon Urias. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Tyler Kinley. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Fastball in for a strike. That one ripped left field. And in one, hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
That's in there. 0-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and 2 away now. Jorge Mateo now. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. On to first. And that's the 3rd out. So back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Bautista, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Substitution being made at first. Entering as the pinch runner, Lowry's Montero. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball is smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And it's caught for the out. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Out to center. Mullins on his horse. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles even this series. Back here at American Family Field, John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out. The Rockies will need to get a win in this one to hang on to their control of the division. Singy, what's the impact of a loss here?
Well, Boog, the impact in the standings is obvious, but the impact mentally may be larger. You were out in front, now you're chasing.
Takes it himself and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Bowers in the box now, takes strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
2 outs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And we're back. Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
Hunter Renfroe.
The pitch. Line to left. Gets down. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Now here's Nolan Jones. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Just missed. Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. This one trailed right center field. That one hit for the fence and gone. He powers that one out of here. Home run number 30 on the year, and the Rockies jump in front. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here comes the Brewers manager. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Bobby Milner.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And he can't come up with it. To first, and he just gets it there in time. One away. Jacob Stallings now, 1 for 3. But Black bringing on a pinch hitter, Elias Diaz. Ripped to short. Fires over to Hoskins. And that is out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Adael Amador. On the ground to short, Adames. And that is the inning. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. It's now a 3. Staying in the game on defense, Elias Diaz. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Mitchell in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, these Brewers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Next one just misses, and that is ball one. Got him swinging.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
The Brewers down by a pair here in game one of this three-game set. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. That one catches the zone. Strike one. And the slider just misses.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches.
Oh, gets dirty, gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a pitch. Chop to first. Hoskins handles the chance. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And now here's Lowry's Montero. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Michael Toglia looking to start something with one gone. Outside low, ball one. Swung on, looped into center. Makes the grab, and there's two out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Brenton Doyle, trying to get something going for him with two away. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That to right. Frelick has a beat on it. And that is that. Nothing. So remaining in the game defensively, Michael Toglia. He pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. And now Sal Frelick. Justin Lawrence will take over here.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
0-2 now. Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. He's 2 outs away. Christian Yelich now at the plate. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. It just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking his own and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
High fly ball out to left field. 2 away now. So last chance for the Brewers. Willie Adames stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. So the Colorado Rockies with a timely win that will keep them on top of the division standings, at least for now. Big sigh of relief in that clubhouse, Chris.
For sure, Boog. You know, sometimes a game like this brings out the best in a team. I mean, the threat of being caught makes you play with more urgency. Raise your game a little bit. So maybe this one will spark a run for them and help them build up some cushion in the standings.
Mm-hmm.